Hey everyone, so today I am going to be doing a first impressions review on the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Base Pure Light Primer. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this, especially from Shannon Harris. If you don't follow her, then you should, because she is awesome. It's Shan XO, sorry, on here, on YouTube. And she loves this stuff, so I thought I'd pick it up because a lot of people have been raving about it. And I mean, although I've got oily skin, there have been certain other people that have sort of suggested it to me, and people who have oily skin have used it and loved it. So I thought I'd pick it up, just see what it's like. It's supposed to give you a really nice glow to the skin. It's supposed to make you look radiant and luminous. Hence the name. And they have like a whole Lumi Magique line. They have foundation, they have a highlighter, which I actually own and I don't like. It is a powder and it just doesn't really come across. It's literally just nothing. So I wanted to give this a go and see what all the raving was about. So I thought I'd do a first impression on this product. From first looks, it looks nice. Like the packaging's really nice. It looks very sort of classy. I always do like most L'Oreal packaging. They do put a lot of effort into it. The price, I think it was about $9.99. And obviously I live in England, so in England, and I purchased it from Boots. And yeah, so I think it was about $9.99. So it was more on the pricier side for a drugstore product. But like I said, everyone's raving about it. I thought I'd give it a try. So the price it's not too bad, but you know, it's just like a little, there's not too much in there. There is, let's see, there you go, 20 millilitres in there. So there's not ever so much, and you know, you normally expect drugstore products to be cheaper. But yeah, so I don't have any makeup on, as you can see. I've got quite a bit of redness in my skin at the moment because I've had a facial and they've done like extraction on my pores and things because they've been quite blocked. So, and that's probably down to stress. But yeah, so I've had a facial, so I've got quite a bit of redness in my skin. I've had like a few breakouts on my chin. I've been using some sort of new products for a foundation routine and it's broken me out. So yeah, so I'm just going to not pin my hair back, but push my hair back, just so it's out of the way. And yeah, so I don't know if you apply this with fingers, brush, which is the best way to do it. I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. So it's quite liquidy. Apparently this is quite similar to MAC Strobe liquid. That feels nice. Smells nice. And I think they say you can actually wear this alone. I personally wouldn't do that. It has got like a pearlescent sheen to it. I'm just applying a bit more onto my forehead. But with it just on its own, it does make my skin look a little sort of slick. And obviously I have oily skin and I don't really like that look. But yeah, so it applied nicely. It feels, I'm sorry if you can hear loads of background noise. It's my dog. He's eating something. So yeah, so it feels really nice, really smooth on my skin. It feels really sort of hydrating. I probably wouldn't need to necessarily wear a moisturiser with this product. So yes, I've just applied some eye cream underneath my eyes like I normally would, and now all I'm going to do is apply my foundation routine that I have been wearing just recently. So I'm just going in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and I'm just going to take that on my flat top kabuki brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to pat this into my skin. So my foundation seems to be gliding over it really nicely. It doesn't look like it's sort of caking up anywhere. It doesn't look like it's sliding off either. It's sort of got like a nice sort of sheen underneath it as well. So I'm just applying my foundation over where I've got most of the redness. and then I'm sort of buffing it in and over the other areas. So it's really sort of smooth to apply your foundation over. It doesn't build up, it doesn't cake up. It looks really natural from what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to put some more on. I'm just going to sort of build up some layers on the redness and see if it does cake up a little. I find with some primers it does tend to cake up a little bit. I guess because this is quite a full coverage makeup. That's why I thought it'd be quite good to test the primer with this one. But yes, I'm just testing it on areas where I need more coverage. So where I've had the extraction done. So my forehead is not too bad. I've got away with just one coat on there really. But yes, I'm just stippling and buffing the foundation on. I find a lot of time if I do 2 coats of this foundation I get really sort of cakey just around this area, but I don't seem to have got that today. And on my chin as well, it can look kind of cakey. Probably wasn't like the best time to test out primer when my skin is so red. Should test it out like a tone correcting. So I can apply some concealer now if I want to, so I'm just going to finish the rest of my face because I just wanted to sort of show you how, or show you my impressions of the foundation going over it. With powders and stuff it's not really going to make that much difference, so I will be back when I've done the rest of my face. Okay, so I've now finished my makeup and my skin is looking still very glowy and very luminous. I've applied my normal products that I would apply, so foundation, powder, concealer, bronzer, blusher, everything like that is all the same, and it's just got a really nice sort of glow from within look about it. It's really nice. I know obviously my makeup is kind of over the top, but I thought I'd do really over the top eyes and then keep the skin kind of more neutral so we can really see how the skin is. So this is pretty much how I do my skin every day. And yeah, I thought that'd be the best way to sort of tell how this product works. So the time is just gone 1 o'clock, so it's 10 past 1. And I will be back in a couple of hours. I'm probably going to have some lunch. And yeah, I'll be back in a couple of hours to see how it's holding up on my skin and what my opinions are of the products so far. So I will see you in a little while. Hey everyone, so I am now back and it is 3:30, so it's been a good, it's been 2.5 hours. So yeah, so my skin is looking okay. It is starting to get a little bit oily around my nose. My forehead isn't too bad, and it's looking a little bit oily on my cheeks, but I think that might just be like the glow. Yeah, if I touch it, it just looks like a glow. But yeah, so my nose is looking a little bit oily for my liking. So I would normally blot it and then just pat it. It's not ever so oily, but again, it's just, you know, when you've got oily skin, you are a little bit more aware of when you are looking shiny, and it makes your confidence a lot lower. I'd say on the blemishes on my chin, it's sort of, the foundation isn't covering them up as well now. So I don't know if that's to do with the primer and it's sort of slid off at all. My cheek discoloration isn't too bad and it's not looking ever so cakey. It is just around my chin area a bit, where it just looks like it's moved a bit, and I'm just looking a little bit oily. So I'm going to try and not blot and powder my face for another few hours, and we'll see how my skin is looking then. Okay, so I am now back and it has just gone 8 o'clock, so it has been it's been a good 4 hours, possibly 4.5, I can't remember when I came back last time, and I just wanted to update you on how I was getting on with the L'Oreal Lumi Primer. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my skin is a lot more shiny than it was. And obviously I do get oily skin, and you know, most of the times I need to blot once a day. With this I haven't blotted at all, so as you can see, it doesn't really affect the staying power of my foundation because it's come away from my blemishes again on my chin, and it doesn't really affect any oiliness and stuff like that, but I wasn't really expecting it to. So I've just got a bit of tissue which I just separate, and this is just as effective as a blotting sheet. I'm just going to blot my skin, and I wanted to do this just so we could see if my skin was still as luminous when I blot my skin. So it was like getting quite shiny, to be honest. So it's a good, when did I apply it? 1 o'clock? So it's a good 7 hours wear that I've had. So I would expect my skin to be, you know, a fair bit of shine to it. But yeah, so now I have blotted my skin so it doesn't look as shiny now. But there is still a sort of luminous glow to the skin, a very sort of healthy look, and I do quite like it. Obviously it would be nice if it had more mattifying effects as well, so what I might do in future is use like a mattifying primer on my T-zone and use like the luminous primer on sort of like where the sun would naturally like illuminate, that's the word, illuminate your face. So yeah, so overall I did enjoy the product, but obviously I would have enjoyed it even more if it had the mattifying elements like I said. But yeah, so I did enjoy the product. It made my skin very smooth. It has given my skin a nice sort of glow to myself, and I look sort of healthier because I've got that glow from within look. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this first impression video. I know I haven't done one for a while, and I will see you all in the next video.